Thank you.
Okay, welcome to all those who endeavored beyond reason tonight to attend the meeting. It should be a fairly quick meeting. We have a light agenda, so let me just read this. This meeting's of the Sandy Neck Board is being recorded and broadcast on the Town of Barnstable's Government Access Channel. In accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 20, the chair is inquiring whether anyone else is recording the meeting, and if so, would they please make themselves known. Seeing nobody, we will proceed with the roll call.
Maureen Piccioni.
Bill Carey.
Pete Sampu.
Bill Monroe.
Donna Bragg.
And then Tom O'Neill. Thanks, everybody. Okay, act on the minutes from the last meeting. From the anybody have any comments?
I'll move the minutes that we approve them as printed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carried. Thank you. Just quick one, notes from the chair. You just mentioned about conflict of interest training, and you gave me your latest update. Did you get a note from somebody about it?
I did not. I did it today for work, so I printed out a copy. So
I forwarded you my email
Okay.
just now.
Was it from Cindy Lovell or just because usually
It's from,
Cindy sends the stuff out
says that,
chasing us?
I've never gotten anything from the town on it.
Usually she sends it to me and then I forward it to you guys so I can follow up.
It could be.
That's fine.
It could be fake. Mass ethic training.skillburst.com.
Okay, don't worry, but I'll check in.
I forwarded it.
That's the outfit that does the training.
I didn't, yeah, it doesn't say from Cindy, but it does say.
Okay. All right, I'll look into it then. Correspondence.
Your letter.
Yeah, so in keeping with the 10-year discussion we've had about the sandwich fees, beach fees, I did send a letter to Mark Ells, which I will just read into the record, and we can have a discussion if you're interested. Mark, hope you're well and had a great Thanksgiving. I wanted to begin by thanking you on behalf of the Sandy Neck Board for your support for the Coastal Resiliency Project. We could not have made the progress we have without your sponsorship, resources, and guidance. Our board has the responsibility to identify both opportunities and risks which could impact Sandy Neck. As you know, we've been taking a more aggressive approach in our fee structure, particularly with out-of-town users. This was driven by data showing the significant increase in out-of-town use versus Barnstable residents since 2009. These changes are generating significant additional revenue, which will both support our coastal resiliency project and ongoing operations. I'm writing on behalf of the board to bring to your attention an additional opportunity for revenue generation for Sandy Neck through an increase in the Town of Sandwich beach access fees. This request is driven by the need for additional financial resources to support the ongoing coastal resiliency project at Sandy Neck and to reflect the cost of service for operations, which has outpaced the progression of the Sandwich contribution each year. Current rate of contribution from Sandwich has not kept pace with the high usage rate of Sandwich residents and increased cost of operating, maintaining, and improving the beach and surrounding infrastructure. There is also an element of fairness in this request, as Barnstable residents' beach sticker is $10 higher than Sandwich, even though we estimate the usage to be near 50-50. I realize that this rate has been established in a negotiation with Sandwich and therefore may be one of many agreements and trade-offs made between the towns. However, we wanted to highlight the opportunity for your consideration and would appreciate any guidance you can provide on whether this is an opportunity you would be prepared to pursue. Thank you for your time and consideration of this request. I look forward to the opportunity to discuss further. Best regards, Tom O'Neill, Chair, Sandy Neck Board.
Well,
So we've lit the candle.
Nicely put.
We'll see. I haven't heard back from Mark. I just sent this, a couple days ago. He's a busy guy, so. We'll see, we'll see what response we get. If it's something that's just too politically out of our realm to deal with, fine. If, at least we've done our job, I think, finally, to sort of, in a sense, get it off our agenda. Okay, so I don't think we had any other correspondence. So you want to do the staff report?
Sure. Very light staff report. We'll be meeting our new NRO next month, but that is his picture. It's usually mine, but I said, no, let's get him in there. And we do have We've had 2 snowy owls on Sandy Neck. It seems like it's going to be a pretty good year from what I'm understanding. And right off the bat, I'm gonna talk about people needing to stay away, stop, don't bother them. Because the more people that come in and jump on top of them, first of all, they leave. They're here not for our enjoyment, although we do enjoy them. They're here to eat. And so that is Stanley. That was the name of Stanley. So I haven't seen him in a couple days, but they've been around and they're spotting more and more on the Cape. And speaking with Norman Smith, there's quite a few that he's picked up at the Logan Airport already. So you see the gate hours by appointment only, ORV beach hours 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and no campfires. All the 2024 permits expire January 15th. We are right in the middle of getting ready to roll it out. So things are going smoothly.
It's the little gray box store.
This
There
one?
you go, yeah. Should be.
Maybe I'm the wrong way here. Maybe just gotta go.
Mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. How'd you
There we
do?
go. And there's cold sea turtles. Now, we've had 7 Kemp's Ridleys. I will tell you that the wind has shifted and it's gone west, as the Turtle Team 1 knows. Been out there many nights, but the wind is not in our favor right now. So they're all in Wellfleet and they've had hundreds of them. So they're,
Yeah, I think they're up over 700 now.
yeah.
Um,
We got 7. So,
Yeah.
but it's
700?
very wind
The wind has
dependent.
just been blowing west constantly.
completely.
So.
So they are diligently picking them up and getting them up to Boston to be safe. And, if patrons find a turtle or anybody finds a turtle on the beach, you just move it above the high water mark, cover it with seaweed, mark the location. People will put sticks, buoys, anything around, call the gatehouse, and then we'll take care of it if it ever turns to our favor again. So
What kind of turtle is that one?
that is a Kemp's. That was my only one I found. And we're having the holiday merchandise sale. We honestly don't have a ton of merchandise left as far as size-wise goes, but we've dropped some of the prices and people are very happy. Like our coffee mugs went from $20 to $10. Those are going like hotcakes. We have quite a few hats left, and yep, all you have to do is call the gatehouse, make an appointment. We'll make sure you can get in there and get the merchandise. IFA stranding training. Now, some of our staff, I've done it in the past, and some of our staff was out there, and we learned all about what we should be looking for when we have strandings for dolphins and that type of thing. So they spent a part of a day at IFA itself and had a wonderful time and got a lot of information. So they came out with photographs and stuff so they can identify what type of dolphin it is, what type of seal it is that may wash up on the beach. So that was really good training for the staff. And now
Who goes to that training? Anyone or just
anybody from
town?
Yeah, anybody from Natural Resources, our staff is allowed to go to it. Now, this is a great thing. IFA has determined that Sandy Neck is a great place to release dolphins because we have that wide way down to the water. And even if the wind is a little iffy, it is not as terrible as if you're down like in Provincetown. So this was a stranding, and they came, they called, and they had 2 little babies and 1 full-size dolphin, and they came down and they released them, it's really cool. So they tag them, and then they keep us apprised if the dolphins are hanging out or they're getting really close, they let us know. But they found that this is like our 3rd or 4th release over at Sandy Neck. And it's not, they just call and I say go, and it's, so there's not like any press or anything, but the folks that were hanging out in the parking lot had a really good time watching it, so. And there was a community outreach, the Terrapin Talks, lots of Terrapin Talks this month and going forward through the winter. And Anne Marie's doing quite a few of them. And there's 5 scheduled talks just for December, so it's great. So they go to the classrooms and they talk, and they go through the whole thing with the terrapins, and who doesn't love a terrapin. We have a terrapin at the gatehouse. His name is Flash, And this is the first time he was named by somebody that one of the cottage owners, Mrs. Brissette, but he's very fast, so she named him properly. He's doing super well. Anybody comes around, they can come in and see Flash.
He was at the Wildlife Center for a while.
He was at the
wasn't
Wildlife Center, he had an upper respiratory
Yeah.
thing going on, and now he's back and he's eating really well and he's super active, so we're really happy with that. Notes from the field. Okay, so Antonio Mancha is doing the notes from the field, the letter, Sandy Neck newsletter. All of it is on the website, but Nina had asked that he gets it out to you folks too, which is great. It's just a little short blurb, kind of giving the public and the board members just an idea of what's going on at Sandy Neck. And he spends a lot of time. He did a great job with the snowman and everything. So you can find it on the. It was Chris Clark who asked if we could archive, so you can go back and look at the letters. And this creation, you can thank Anne Marie Lapino for that. This is up in the observation in the upper parking lot, and they made a really cute tree out of the buoys, and I've had more people coming over and taking pictures, doing the selfies and stuff. So great fun. So Sandy Neck is in the holiday spirit, and if somebody's buoy is in there, well, they're welcome to come and get it. So, and I think that's it. After Christmas. Okay, that's it. That's it for the staff.
Something like that IFLA training, is that something that the board could go to?
I don't know. I would have to check with that, Tom.
Just to see whether, because depending on everyone's schedules, but if you were available, it'd be kind of an interesting thing to go to.
It's fascinating training. Now they've scaled it back a little bit. When I took it years ago, we actually did necropsies and stuff. We went in there and, first it was classroom for several days, and then we went over and did the necropsies. They do this training for volunteers. And because we're Sandy Neck, we're volunteers. But yeah, let me check with them. If anybody's interested,
Well, I know Margie would be, because she likes to look
Margie
at,
would
I don't want
love
to see a necropsy, but she would love to, so.
Yeah.
She's done that stuff before.
I will check and report back next
Yeah,
month.
just let me know.
Okay,
Good opportunity for all of us to get a little bit more education as well.
yeah.
And if there's a cost, I don't know if it's for free or if you have to pay to
No,
do it.
yeah. The more educated folks become, the more helpful we are to IBA.
Yeah.
Because we do a lot of, they have a website, an email that we send all our pictures to of the seals and we, whatever else is out there. So, yeah, let me just check on that for you guys and whoever wants to go.
Yeah. Also, have you had any reports of drones issues at the beach at all? Because I have a neighbor that said they woke up at 4:30 in the morning a week or so ago, and there was a bright white lights in the sky that had a red and green airplane, proper markings for an airplane. And it was just kind of hovering out over the beach.
It's a UFO. No, it's
I was thinking the same thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
There have
I've seen those, the vents sticking out.
there have been
Well, it
other
is a
drones
UFO. You don't know what it is. It's a
Yeah.
UFO.
We have had folks in the summer that, will get reports that they're on the Marsh Trail or on the front beach doing drone work,
But
which is
4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning. I don't know what that is about.
Interesting.
That is interesting. They should call PD if they, because you have to be licensed first of
Yeah.
all. And the way they have it set up, you have to be outside of 5 miles from an airport. There's no place on Cape Cod that's outside. So you actually have to be licensed. The only time there was, I don't even think anybody does it at night. So
Yeah, you have to have a pilot's license basically
do.
to operate it, and you have to notify the airport if you're going to be anywhere near their airspace. It's
and they tell you how high
Yeah.
you can fly.
but, okay, I just
Yeah.
wonder if you'd heard anything,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
okay, where am I? Agenda. Just in terms of old business, Bill, I haven't seen you in a while. So is there anything going on in terms of public outreach or do you want to talk about? We have to bring one of the scouts back in at some point, I think, after the holidays that did the last project.
Which one was that?
I'm trying to remember his name now,
The
sorry.
board?
Yeah,
They did a great job.
yeah.
I mean, a great.
I think it's,
So when you bring back, you want them to come in and say, hello.
yeah, it's not, I think it's good for them to come back in and do
Yeah,
a
Grace and Hickey.
finishing, there you go, a finishing report, just kind of how did it go, what did they learn, that kind of stuff, just to give them a chance to present again, which I think is always good practice. So whenever you can get that arranged, that'd be great.
We can do that.
Nothing new on the project, obviously, you saw the article in the paper this week, so it was a little bit of a bizarre article in some respects, but I think, it just communicated what's going on pretty well, but nothing new on that. The next major issue is gonna be probably next spring when that next sort of swash of grants, are gonna be applied for, so probably not gonna be a lot of news between now and then, but if there is anything, I'll let you know. But just in terms of these three areas, as I think I mentioned, I've asked Maureen to kind of take responsibility for the economic sustainability. Bill, you're hopefully still interested in doing the public outreach, and Pete with the conservation generally. And what I want to do this year is try to get a little bit more. We've talked for a long time about getting speakers, getting people to come in and present to the board, for half an hour, help educate us, but also connect to more of the general expertise out there. So far, we've kind of all pretty much failed miserably at doing this. So what I'd like to do is just to kind of task the various heads of these kind of areas to sort of, in addition to the rest of the board, that this year we can see if we can get 3 or 4 people over the course of the year to come in. I know Renee has got some ideas, which will be good. But I think everybody, if you think of any people people, friends of yours, who have a particular area of expertise that connects to Sandy Neck, or you just think would be generally interesting to the board, I think it would be great if you could just bring in some nominations. I mean, I'll do the same thing. I have a couple of ideas, but time seems to pass and nothing gets done. So I'm going to try to push on this as an agenda item to get this going for this year. I still got to I do want to get Mark in here at some point again. We didn't do that this year at all. But I sort of felt like we were spending a lot of time with Mark's involvement in the project, and it was going to be kind of redundant to have him in here to talk about that again. So I think we'll certainly try to do that this year as well. So I don't think we have any new business. So any comments from the public? Thank you for coming as always. Pete?
I will mention, I had made tentative plans to take some students out on the 7th of December. My female chaperone, I can't do it, I need a female teacher to go with me as well, I can't do it alone. She had a family concern, so she couldn't go out, so we are planning on going out either the night of the 18th or the 19th of January over Martin Luther King's birthday. But I am I'm committed to getting a group out there.
This is to stay overnight out?
Yes. It
should be nice and toasty out there.
Well, we can do it, I get the fire going.
That stove will take care of that.
Yeah.
I wake up before anyone else.
We gotta get some more wood out there.
Yes, yeah. That'll be
That's on our list.
I'll send you an email
Yeah, please
about
do.
that date.
Okay,
After when I get it. It's either gonna be the 18th or the 19th.
okay.
Okay, I mean, the only thing I've got left to say is just to wish everybody a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Appreciate all your contributions through the year. This has been a pretty action-packed couple of years. And I think at the end of all of this, hopefully, we're gonna have kind of a legacy for the Sandy Neck and for the board to some extent, having participated and kept this thing going along with the team at Sandy Neck. So I hope all of you have a great holiday with your families, and we'll see you in January.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Aye. Motion passed. Thanks, everybody.